So we're on the third pair of Nike Infinity Reacts. I just ordered them, they've just arrived. Got this color scheme. I actually really like it. I think it looks probably better than the black and whites. I think this is gray. And I'm not gonna lie, I heavily debated on getting the Nike Infinity React pair or second generations. But there was a couple of things stopping me that I thought I'd talk about just because I'm sure there's some videos about it, but I thought I'd make my own just from my own experience. And most people making videos about these don't understand what some of us runners at a lower level are going through. So I thought as a JUCO runner I'd break this down just so some of the other runners that are probably more or less in my position could understand a little bit better. Now, the main difference between these Nike Infinity React pair Gen 1 and the Nike Infinity React Gen 2 is the heel and forefoot soles have, or not soles, but stacks have a 4mm different stack height. I think the heels for these are 30 and the Gen 2 are 34. The forefoot is 22 and 24. So not the craziest difference, but it is a little bit of a difference. Personally, I don't think it's necessary to get the new shoes just because of the stack height. I think that's because these shoes already have such a big stack height compared to most other shoes that they are really good at doing what they do, which is trying to prevent injury on a normal run, an easy day, whatever you plan on wearing them for. With that being said, another difference is that the tongues on the shoes, this tongue is part of the shoe, as in it doesn't separate from the shoe at all. It's just, there's no tongue, if you will. The second generations have a tongue, and the lace goes a little bit higher, so that's a little bit more support for some people who didn't like the fact that these don't go as high as they normally do. I don't think that's an issue for me personally. I've never had a problem with that. So again, a very small change, maybe a little unnecessary, but for some people I understand why they'd want that. So the last difference that I want to point out is the uppers on these shoes, as these are really thin uppers, and I know that's something some people like, some people dislike. The Gen 2s have a thicker upper that's supposed to help support your foot and make it a little bit more comfortable. Like I said, I don't think there's an issue with these shoes. And coming down to price, you can get a pair of the first generations off of Nike for just under $100 right now. So I just picked these up for about $90 or $95, $98. And I used a student discount code to get 20% off. So it was actually only like 70 bucks. And I mean, that's an amazing deal. So I can't really complain about that at all. And the second generations are 160, which are the same price as these normally. So if these were 160 and not on sale, I could see the argument of getting the second generations because they're the same price, and you could say that the second generations have that little bit more. For the same price, at least, it would make sense, but because these are about $60 less, I can't see the argument of why you'd want to get the second generations over the first, unless there is a specific problem with the first generations that you already know about, that you don't, or that you need fixed, and that the second generations have fixed. With that being said, these are one of my favorite shoes. I would highly recommend them. They're great for everyday running, and honestly, they look fantastic. I'm really happy with the look of the gray shoes, and I am going to start wearing these very soon. My other two shoes have over 1,000 miles on them combined, so I really did need a new pair of running shoes, and I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I just wanted to make a short little video explaining the differences to some of those people who might not know, and break it down because I really didn't understand until I really looked into it. I did a lot of research on Nike's website and the Running Warehouse website. I try to just use statistics because looking at other people's opinions will make my opinion biased. But I mean, a $60 difference in price is pretty big as it is. Not only that, but 4mm of stack height is not a big deal when these are already 30 and 26, something that most shoes aren't really that close to as it is. These really are really well made and people's favorite training shoes at any level. I mean, you see the D1 runners wearing them and saying that it's their favorite running shoes, and I can't complain. I think they're fantastic shoes. So. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that to everybody. Hope you guys get a little more understanding of the difference between the Gen 1 and Gen 2s. I'm personally going to stick with the Gen 1s for as long as I can, and I am very happy with them. So if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.